Hey everyone, Shebim here, and welcome to night 3 of our Legends Never Die pay-per-view. We've got 3 big matches in the evening. I can't even talk now. 3 big matches here for you this evening, including we're starting things off with a big 30-man Rumble. And here we go then, kicking things off with the Rumble and starting things off with the original Nature Boy and the very first WWF champion, Buddy Rogers. And also at number 2 then, we're going to have the Montreal Strongman, the Canadian Hogan. It is Dino Bravo. We're supposed to have a match with Hogan at some point, but the match never went ahead because Vince and the WWF were too afraid that Dino would get more over than Hogan, especially in Canada. Right, so this, of course, is the Legends Never Die 30-man Rumble. These are your first 2 men, and what an amazing first 2 men it is as well to start this incredible Rumble off. And that's elimination straight away. Buddy Rogers eliminating Dino Bravo straight away before number 3 even enters the match. Dino can't believe it, but Buddy Rogers gets the first elimination of the match, and who will be entering at number 3. It is Bam Bam Terry Gordy, part of the original Freebirds, and also part of the legendary Japanese tournament, of course. A lot of people have heard of that one, the one that involved Terry Funk and Cactus Jack, IWA I think it was. He enters the match, also part of a tag team with Dr. Death Steve Williams as well. And he becomes the next man to battle out with Buddy Rogers in the ring here. Buddy looking to try and get himself his second elimination early on. Not quite sure what's happened with Terry Gordy's trunks. They seem to be glitching through his back. The game does seem to have an issue with that. It's nice to see some of these people that we've never really used before in our universe mode. Number 4, we have got Gorgeous Gino Hernandez. Now, you might know this guy if you've been watching the Dark Side of the Ring episodes, which I've been pushing quite a lot this week. Massive in Texas, possibly one of the biggest wrestlers to ever come out of Texas as well. And yeah, I won't go too much into his Dark Side episode because we really want to celebrate the ability of these wrestlers, not talk about the dark sides of them, I suppose. But let's see how Gino gets on in this Rumble. He's number 4. As Buddy Rogers gets a hold of him and now sends him off the ropes. Nice drop kick right to the knee. Yeah, Buddy Rogers, like I said, the very first WWF champion, actually lost that belt in quite a short period of time to Bruno Sammartino, mainly because Buddy had suffered quite a bad injury. As number 5, here he comes, it's Jim the Anvil Neidhart. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride, if you want to go that way. He was a great tag team wrestler. Never really got a massive singles run, of course, part of the Hart Foundation and Natalia Neidhart's father. He is number 5 to enter this Rumble. Right, only 1 man eliminated so far, and that is Dino Bravo. He was the first man eliminated very quickly as well, as Buddy Rogers now looking to try and get his second elimination, trying to pick off Gino Hernandez, who is a much smaller man than some of the others in this match. They might be one of the easier ones to get rid of as we await entrance number 6. It's going to be, it's Tracy Smothers. Wrestled in WWF, WCW, and I know him mostly for his run in ECW. Of course, he was part of the FBI with Little Guido and Tony Mamaluke. And here he is entering the Rumble. Number 6. As he goes after Terry Gordy in the corner, completely misses him. Now, we are giving points away for this, by the way, in the ranking system. That will go down as bonus points for eliminations. So there's a chance for one or two of these people that we might not have seen much of in the future, to all of a sudden push themselves into a more competitive place, I suppose. As Neidhart eliminates, no. Smothers holds on as we await number 7, which is Nikolai Volkov, one of the major anti-US heels, of course, in WWF history. Former tag team champion alongside the Iron Sheik in early days. It's going to be 6 men in the ring now, as we still only one elimination so far. As Neidhart now looking to try and eliminate Gino Hernandez. Terry Gordy sending Smothers into the corner. Try and eliminate him as well. Gino Hernandez fights Neidhart away, as now Nikolai Volkov trying to send Buddy Rogers over the top. The countdown is now for number 8, who's going to be... it's Bad News Brown. Judo champion. Started in Canada with Stampede. Wrestled in the WWF in the late 80s. Not the easiest man to work with, so I don't think his career ever really accelerated too much, but a genuine hard man. Of course, being that judo champion showcases his ability to fight in real life, not just in wrestling. So that was number 8, but still only 1 elimination so far. Oh, there's 2. Bad News Brown is gone straight away. Eliminated by Nikolai Volkov. Bad News can't believe it. Eliminated so quickly into this match. As Neidhart and Terry Gordy trading positions in that far corner. Gino Hernandez trying to eliminate Buddy Rogers. As we get our next entrant, number 9 is the Big Boss Man. Started in WWF in 1988. Major face run in the early 90s with Hogan. Spent some time in WCW as well before coming back to WWF as part of the corporation. So that is entrant number 9, the Big Boss Man. Famously hung by The Undertaker. Remember that Hell in a Cell match there? Was it a WrestleMania match, I think? Where he got hung? As Neidhart, no. Terry Gordy holds on. Thought Neidhart had the elimination there. We might see some more Neidhart moving forward, I think, if we go into the Tag Team Championship Tournament. I think the Hart Foundation, Neidhart and Bret Hart were definitely involved in that. Big Boss Man just watching over Tracy Smothers. If he just clotheslines him, he sends him over the top, but decides against it. What have we got in the ring now? 2, 4, 6, 7 in the ring, so we've got space for 1 more. Nope, because Boss Man just makes an elimination on Tracy Smothers, which means we've got space for 2 more as we await the entrance of number 10. Who is going to be... Oh, it's Shad. Shad Gaspard. Half of the Crime Time tag team alongside JTG. Of course, we sadly lost Shad this year, but he went out a hero, didn't he? Saving the life of his son in the process. And here he is now in the Legends Never Die Rumble. Crime Time be an interesting one. I must admit, I wasn't watching WWF when, or WWE should I say, when they were around. As there goes Gino Hernandez, another elimination for Boss Man. That's his second. Boss Man's looking good, isn't he? 2 eliminations for him. Neidhart sending Volkov over the top, trying to push him clear. Buddy Rogers still in this one now, as we await the entrance of number 11. Terry Gordy lines up Boss Man with a strike in the face. Gino Hernandez leaving. Big chop across the head. Oh, and wow, Shad eliminating... Who was that? Who just went? Well, either way, Shad gets the elimination on Jim the Anvil Neidhart. That's who it was. As Volkov now gets rid of Terry Gordy as well. That's the second elimination for Nikolai Volkov. They're dropping like flies now. We're down to just 4 left in the ring now as we wait the entrance of number 11 in this match. Who is going to be? It is. It's Superfly Jimmy Snuka entering this match at number 11. What can we say about Jimmy Snuka? He was Mick Foley's biggest influence in the rest of the world, of course, coming off the top of that cage. Again, another Dark Side of the Ring episode based on him. And, of course, he was actually part of the main event of WrestleMania 1 as Hogan and Mr. T's enforcer. Right, 5 men in the ring now. We've got 11 in the match so far together. Next will be the entrance of number 12. So far, 2 eliminations for Nikolai Volkov, 2 for the Big Boss Man, and 1 for Shad Gaspard, and 1 for Buddy Rogers, who's still going as well in this match. He's lasted quite a long time, Buddy Rogers, so far. As we get the entrance number 12, it is going to be Kerry Von Erich himself, Texas Tornado. Former NWA champion, beat Ric Flair to actually win that in the memorial show to his brother. Wow, Buddy Rogers eliminates Jimmy Snuka. Snuka's gone. Buddy Rogers with his second elimination of the night. Bossman trying to work over Nikolai Volkov. So Buddy's done well. He's got himself a couple of points tonight. Snuka's not done too well. Oh, we've got a little bit of lag here. Okay, we're over that now. Oh, Buddy just got dropped on his head. Buddy Rogers just got absolutely dropped on his head as we wait the entrance of number 13. Unlucky for some. Will it be unlucky for... Oh, it's El Santo, the most famous luchador ever. He stayed in his mask throughout his entire wrestling as well as acting career and even died while wearing his mask. The man really took the luchador mask thing to heart and, yeah, one of the greatest and most well-known luchadors ever in history. Wrestled very early on, though. Not so much the high fly you expect to find from luchadors this time now. Very agile, of course, still, but not as agile as the current days like Phoenix and stuff like that, don't get me wrong. So El Santo now in the ring. Gets spine busted there by the Big Boss Man. As the Texas Tornado, Kerry Von Erich working over Buddy Rogers. Boss Man comes up behind Kerry Von Erich. Looks to try and eliminate him, but he's having none of it, as in at number 14, we have got Test. I watched Test quite a bit when I was younger. It was my sort of era when I was watching it. Part of the tag team with Test and Albert. As there goes Buddy Rogers, eliminated by Nikolai Volkov. Random fact about Test, he was actually the bodyguard for the Motley Crue before getting into wrestling. There's your random Test fact of the day. So Buddy Rogers is gone with 2 eliminations. El Santo's gone as well. Okay, I did not see who eliminated El Santo, but I will fix that towards the end of this. I will fix that. It's a shame for El Santo. As Kerry Von Erich gets rid of Test. Texas Tornado with the elimination. Yeah, so I need to, at the end, I'll double check who eliminated El Santo and I'll give them that ranking point. As in comes the number 15, the Junkyard Dog. Majorly over face in WWE. He was one of the first black people ever in that era to remain a face and get incredibly over with the crowd. So he was sort of like the first of a big sort of era of black wrestlers. Right, that's number 15. We're halfway through this Rumble now. As Junkyard Dog looking to try and eliminate Shad Gaspard. Nikolai Volkov now with 3 eliminations here tonight. He's done incredibly well. Not somebody I expected to see much else of in this universe moving forward, but you never know. I mean, now he's trying to get another elimination, joined up with Junkyard Dog on Shad. Bossman with 2 eliminations as well, so he's doing pretty well. Yeah, not sure who eliminated El Santo, but I'm sure I'll figure it out towards the end of this, and I'll give that person the ranking point. as Bossman. There goes Nikolai Volkov. Bossman also gets his third elimination of the night. As wow, in number 16 we have got George the Animal Steele. This man was a fantastic face and a fantastic heel. Was fantastic in both roles. The ultimate tweener of the late 80s in WWF. As well as many other territories as well. And in slides George the Animal Steele. Then Volkov did well. I mean, he came in at number 7 and survived all the way to 16. Got himself 3 eliminations, so he can't go too bad with that. Kerry Von Erich trying to get another elimination here, this time on Junkyard Dog. Once again, trying to get that elimination on Junkyard Dog, and George the Animal Steele trying to help. And he's gone. So that was George the Animal Steele and Kerry Von Erich with the elimination. As in at number 17, we have got Kamala. Famously was part of the first ever casket match when he feuded against The Undertaker. Not actually from Uganda, believe it or not. Is Bossman going to get another elimination? Well, Kamala catches Bossman now. Kamala's probably one of the biggest men we've had enter the match so far. He's going to be one of the ones that they're probably going to want to try and get rid of as soon as possible. When you get people of this size, it's very difficult to sometimes get them eliminated. Big elbow in the top of the head. Everyone strikes and strikes and strikes as we wait the entrance of number 18, who's going to be... Oh, it's Umaga. 1/2 of 3-minute warning, of course. And the brother of Rikishi had a massive heel run in the what was it, the Ruthless Aggression era, but had a little bit of trouble with some certain substances here and there, and it cut his career a little bit shorter than we would like to have seen, as he looks to try and eliminate Kerry Von Erich, the Texas Tornado, straight away. That's backbreaker there by Bossman on George the Animal Steele. Texas Tornado breaks free of Amaga's grip. We await the entrance now of number 13. Oh, Bossman with another elimination. I think Bossman just eliminated Kamala. And Bossman's got 4 eliminations now. It's Bam Bam Bigelow. Joined WWF in 1987. Major face run with Hogan in WWF as Umaga eliminates Kerry Von Erich. Bam Bam also massive in Japan. Also had a great run in ECW, as well as Shad gets his first elimination as he his second elimination, sorry, as he eliminates George the Animal Steele. Bam Bam now with Big Bossman up on his shoulders. Bossman's having a right time here. 4 eliminations for him. When did Bossman enter? He entered at number 9. He's been dominant so far, and this is Bossman. Right, and Kamala being gone is a big one, because they've got rid of somebody in this match who was absolutely huge. Oh, wow, talking of huge, the next entrant, number 20, is Haystacks Calhoun. He was, wow. He was a special attraction wrestler, really. Obviously, the game can't really give you his actual size. He was a massive, massive man. And he was well known up and down the country as just somebody who had weird and wonderful matches. Former WWF Tag Team, or WWF Tag Team Champion. In the WWF Hall of Fame as well. And here he is now looking to try and work over Bam Bam Bigelow. Now he is a big man. We've still got quite a few giants that have not entered this match yet, so I'll be surprised they do enter soon. As we await the entrance now, who's this going to be? This is number 21. It's Kona Crush, the Hawaiian. He started his career as a 3rd member of Demolition. Had a feud against Macho Man Randy Savage into WrestleMania 10. Was often involved in a lot of stables, to be honest. Part of the Nation of Domination. Part of DOA as well. And like I said, started his career as part of Demolition. And straight away comes in and really starts off strong with that big elimination on Big Boss Man, who had been so good in this tournament so far. Big elimination for Crush to start things off. Crush now brings Umaga up. He's got, oh my god, Crush just launching Umaga over the top as well. Wow, Crush has come into this. He's crushing everyone, as number 22 is Dr. Death Steve Williams. Absolutely massive talent in Japan. Came to WWF with the idea of being turned into a massive talent and going up against Stone Cold Steve Austin. But then the Brawl for All happened. Dr. Death got knocked up by Bart Gunn, and the whole thing fizzled out, and his career just completely disappeared. Again, there's a Dark Side of the Ring episode based on that, and if you see that, you'll find just how crazy some of that stuff was, and how much the wrestling community blamed Vince Russo for essentially ruining what they thought was a massive, massive talent they could make a lot of money out of. Right, we wait for number 23 to enter this match. And that is going to be... It's King Kong Bundy. Was quite successful in Hollywood as well as in TV shows as well. But I know him mostly in wrestling for main in WrestleMania 2 alongside Hogan inside a steel cage. And he's going to be a big man, very difficult to eliminate here. Again, he was bigger than this, but the game doesn't allow you to go that big. So he's had a bit of a... Well, he's lost a bit of weight, hasn't he? As Steve Williams now looking to try and eliminate Crusher Shad. Now working over Haystacks Calhoun. We've got a lot of big men in this match now. It's turning into a proper old school battle royal now, isn't it? As we await the entrance of number 24. Oh, it's Big Daddy Shirley Crabtree, legend from English wrestling, known mostly for his work on World of Sport in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, whenever it was. Had a big, massive feud alongside Jane Haystacks. Big Daddy was always the face in those feuds. And here he is in this match as well. Let's see how he gets on. Steve Williams still working over Crush in the corner. King Kong Bundy now with Shad. Big right hand. And oh, Big Daddy eliminates Shad. Big Daddy Shirley Crabtree with the elimination on Shad Gaspard, who had been in this match for quite some time. And Shad was able to get himself 2 eliminations in this match still. So he's done pretty well. As now we're at the entrance of number 25. Oh, talking of Giant Haystacks. So like I said earlier on, Big Daddy had massive feuds on World of Sport against this man right here, Giant Haystacks. The biggest heel in World of Sport wrestling. Also had a short run in WCW though, as Loch Ness. As Big Daddy now trying to eliminate Haystacks Calhoun. Giant Haystacks did actually get part of his name from Haystacks Calhoun. That was part of his influence on that one. Now there are some monsters in this match right now, isn't there? Some real monsters, as Crush now trying to eliminate Giant Haystacks. This is going to be tricky because Giant Haystacks is, well, giant, I suppose. There's King Kong Bundy now, a Bam Bam Bigelow up as Big Daddy's gone. Big Daddy gone by Haystacks Calhoun, and King Kong Bundy just launches Bam Bam Bigelow over the top as well. Wow. Haystacks Calhoun and Giant Haystacks now working together. And Haystacks Calhoun all gets flattened by Giant Haystacks. And now Giant Haystacks just... Oh my god, King Kong Bundy and Giant Haystacks both with eliminations at the same time. Wow. The eliminations coming thick and fast now. We await the entrance of number 26. 5 men left in this Rumble. And we have got some absolute beasts in there now. And the beasts just keep on coming. Here comes Earthquake. Actually started as a sumo wrestler, believe it or not. Had a major run with Hogan as well in WWF. Did have a bit of a run in WCW as well. But another absolute monstrous form to join this match. As he flattens Haystacks Calhoun straight off the bat. Giant Haystacks now working over King Kong Bundy. Earthquake working over Haystacks Calhoun. Calhoun has one elimination he's now so far. King Kong Bundy with 2. The most is still Big Boss Man got 4 eliminations in this match. Haystacks Calhoun now trying to lift Earthquake over the top rope. Earthquake fighting free. Big right hand in the gut of Haystacks Calhoun, who returns with a big forearm of his own. As we get our next entrant, number 27. The Giants just keep on coming. It is Giant Gonzalez. Interesting career, this guy. Came in from Argentina for a basketball trial, which he failed. And got spotted at the time, and they realised that with his size and his look, he could be an actual professional wrestler. As King Kong Bundy gets another elimination. Could not wrestle to save his life. Wasn't very talented whatsoever, but he had the look for it, didn't he? Of course, many of you might remember him for his run against The Undertaker at WrestleMania, as Haystacks Calhoun with Earthquake up. Wow. Haystacks Calhoun just launches Earthquake over the top rope. And now we are on to number 28. Oh, it's AJPW legend in the ring, and as well as a booker, it is the Giant Baba. He's a Giant Baba. Another Giant, though. I mean, this is a... I think I know the last 2 people that are left, because I've been marking them off as they've been coming in. If that is the case, then we are going to get a lot of freaking Giants in this match. These last 6 people are going to be absolutely huge. I mean, Giant Baba is not necessarily massive in the grand scheme of things in this match, but compared to the other people in Japan, he was huge, I suppose. As Haystacks Calhoun now trying to work over Giant Gonzalez. Yep, there's number 29. It is the 8th wonder of the world, the first ever WWF Hall of Famer, Andre the Giant. Wow. Him entering at number 29 has got to be a golden ticket to win this match, I would expect, surely. Surely Andre at number 29 is a golden ticket to win. Be surprised if Andre doesn't pull this out the bag. There was actually a tag team in AJPW with the Giant Baba and Andre the Giant. In the late 80s, I think they were voted as the worst tag team of the year on several occasions. So it's just 2 massive men that weren't necessarily the best workers. They were just there because they were huge. As there he is, number 30. It's Big John Studd, the man that won the 2nd ever Royal Rumble. Enters at number 30, and he again has got to be another massive favourite, hasn't he, really? I mean, everyone's a massive favourite. Andre eliminates Giant Gonzalez. We are down to our final 5 now then. King Kong Bundy, Andre the Giant, Giant Baba, Haystacks Calhoun, and Big John Studd, who has Giant Baba up on his shoulders, looking to try and send him over the top. And Andre the Giant's going to join in and help here. Is he gone? He's holding on for dear life at the moment. And he does break free. Big knee in the face there by King Kong Bundy on Haystacks Calhoun. Big John Studd and Andre the Giant going at it. That's a hell of a battle between those 2, isn't it? I think at this point, it's not just about winning this, it's about getting the eliminations as well. Of course, there's ranking point available for every elimination. So the points are free flow at the moment. Bossman has got himself +3 in this with 4 eliminations, but then losing 1 for being eliminated himself. So he's walking out of here massively well, Big Bossman. Giant Baba now with a boot in the gut of Andre. Taking Andre down. Haystacks Calhoun's done pretty well. He came in at number 20, was he? Yeah, 20, and he's still going strong. King Kong Bundy was 23. And then we got Andre the Giant, Giant Baba, and Big John Studd, 28, 29, and 30. Right, so who's going to walk out victorious here? Who is going to take the victory in this Legends Never Die Rumble? The kitty's come to have a look. She's face first right in the screen. Hello. You okay? You're going to keep poking stuff? Okay, I can't quite see what's going on because your bum's in the way, but this is fine, if that's where you want to stand. Want to get down there? Okay. Well, go down there so I can see what's going on. There we go. That's what's happening again now. The floof has removed herself. Right. She's now got him a box of chocolates instead. As Haystacks Calhoun now with King Kong Bundy up high. Is it another? Oh my god, it's another elimination. Haystacks Calhoun with his third of the match. As Big John Studd trying to eliminate Giant Baba. Haystacks Calhoun gets right in his face. That's Calhoun now with 3 eliminations in this match, alongside Nikolai Volkov and King Kong Bundy. Andre the Giant now with Giant Baba up in the corner. Is he able to push him over the final bit? As well, Big John Studd, look at the incredible strength, just lifting Haystacks Calhoun up in the double-handed chokeslam and sending him over the top. Big John Studd breaking free of the elimination attempt, chopping Haystacks down from behind. Giant Baba now with a DDT on Andre the Giant. Everyone's a giant now, aren't they? Haystacks Calhoun looking to try and get an easy elimination there, but Andre the Giant's having none of it, back up on his feet, grabbing the leg of Calhoun, who now takes Andre up into that side slam. And Big John Studd and Haystacks Calhoun fighting their way together. So like I said, Big John Studd won the second ever Royal Rumble, 1989. The first one was won by Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Hey-oh! Oh, Big John Studd's over the top. This could be him eliminated from this match, as Giant Baba now working over Andre the Giant, the Firehand side, but Big John Studd survives. Nice back rake. This Haystacks Calhoun is just... I'd expect him to be a lot bigger than this, you know. It was the only one available on the DLC, on the community creation, so it's not too bad, but he should be bigger and chunkier, I think. As Giant Baba now trying to eliminate Big John Studd, who fights back with the elbow in the back of the head. Big John Studd now gets caught. They're fighting back and forth in that corner. Andre the Giant fighting back, as well as Big John Studd eliminates Giant Baba. Big John Studd with the elimination. That's his first of the night. We're down to our final 3 here. Right. Down to the final 3. Which one of these 3 will be victorious? Haystacks Calhoun's been in this for a long time now, since number 20. Andre and Big John Studd were 29 and 30, just showing you how much the luck of the draw can really help you in these sort of competitions. As Andre with Big John Studd up. Tombstone pile driver. Who saw that coming? Who saw the Tombstone pile driver come in there? That was insane. Big John Studd with a boot in the gut of Haystacks Calhoun, who fights back now with a big headbutt. Haystacks Calhoun now looking like he's going to eliminate Big John Studd here. Actually, Big John's actually holding on here pretty well, to be honest. He has held on pretty well. Big John Studd, nice backbreaker, then cutting Haystacks Calhoun down to size. Nice big right hands in the gut of Andre the Giant by Big John Studd. And, ooh, knee in the face by Big John Studd as well. Andre fighting Big John back. Now takes him. Nope, doesn't take him. Nice big elbow right inside the knee. Haystacks Calhoun now trying to work with a Big John Studd. Nice jawbreaker. Big John Studd now, nice backbreaker, then into the cutter as well. Big John Studd now looking to try and eliminate Andre. Andre fighting back. Oh, Big John Studd over the top. Oh, wow. Holding on for dear life. How many times is that guy going to hold on for? He should have been eliminated like 3 times so far, surely. Nice nut buster there. And Haystacks Calhoun has really impressed me here today, I must admit. I really, coming in at number 20, still surviving this long, but he gets pushed over like he's nothing there. Oh, Haystacks Calhoun now working over Andre the Giant. Andre, once again, though, pushing him over like he's nothing. Bringing him back up to a standing base, and Big John Studd still laying there on the floor at this point in time. And Haystacks Calhoun eliminates Andre the Giant as well. Haystacks Calhoun with 4 eliminations. We're down to the final 2 in this match. Haystacks Calhoun and Big John Studd. I mean, Haystacks done amazingly so far. To get as far as he has been. To come in at number 20, get 4 eliminations and to still be going is incredible. Big John Studd entered at number 30. Should have been eliminated like 3 or 4 times so far, but still survives. One of these 2 is going to walk away victorious from this. Big John Studd, big takedown. Brings Haystacks back up to a standing base. And a strong right hand in the face. A big clubbing blow to the back. Another one as well. And a big double axe handle. And another big double axe handle. Wow. Big John Studd looking strong. I think he might just have the advantage on time in the ring here, you know. And he might be trying to show that here as he gorilla presses Haystacks Calhoun and just throws it over the top. Wow. Big John freaking Studd. Wow. He just gorilla pressed Haystacks Calhoun and launched him over the top. That is incredible. Absolutely incredible. I can't believe what I've just seen. Wow. Well, victory then. The second ever man to win a WWF Royal Rumble becomes the first man to win the Legends Never Die Rumble. Big John Studd victorious here in SWE. I like Big John Studd, you know, and there's a chance we could use some more of him in the future. Right, let's move on to our next match of the evening. Should be a good show tonight, some cracking matches. And we are back. What are we back for? That was such a long loading screen, I've got confused. I felt like it's a completely different show. Here we are, though. This is one I've been looking forward to all weekend. When I looked at the cards, there was 2 matches for me that really jumped out. This one, and of course our main event in this show as well. Bruiser Brody versus Brody Lee. Owen Hart versus Brian Pillman. There's so many amazing matches I want to have Owen Hart participate in this universe mode. This is just the tip of the iceberg. And Brian Pillman as well, another one who was taken, sadly, too early from us. Somebody who had limitless potential that I really think could have gone very, very far. Nice roll through there, and Pillman in with a headlock. Keeping Owen grounded. So after the fun of the Rumble, we've got this match, and then we will finish things off with Bruiser Lee versus Bruiser Brody. The thing about Bruiser Lee versus Bruiser Lee. Thing about Mr. Brody Lee versus Bruiser Brody is that both of those guys are currently unbeaten and very high at the rankings, aren't they? They're both +2, I believe, from the Brody shows. Yes, they're actually second and third in the rankings, only behind Finn Balor. Where did Finn Balor get all those points from? What did Finn Balor? What was Finn Balor? Oh, New Japan, wasn't it? That was it. Yeah, Finn Balor did well in New Japan, didn't he? Yeah, okay. Yeah, so Bruiser Brody, one of those two are going to join Finn Balor top of the rankings. But at the moment, there's nobody in SWE with more singles victories than Bruiser Lee. Than Brody Lee and Bruiser Brody. Bruiser Lee was from our SWE, wasn't he? Yeah, there's nobody with more victories than them. 2 wins out of 2, the pair of them. One of them's going to go 3 wins out of 3, and the other one's going to drop down. As Owen now with the arm bar, wrenching back at the arm of Brian Pillman. Pillman, big strike in the gut, then into a hip toss on Owen Hart. Pillman sends Owen into the corner, and Owen fighting back with a boot in the gut of Pillman. Pillman now strikes Owen before sending him off into the far corner, in with a running drop kick. I didn't realise that was tonight. Okay. So I'm recording this, obviously, for you guys. I'm recording this last night. I've just realised the Impact pay-per-view starts in, like, a couple of minutes. Didn't even realise. I don't go for it anymore, to be honest. I brought the Slammiversary early in the year, hoping for big things, and I must admit, it was probably a very, very disappointing show for me. Nice. Well, I'll say nice. It wasn't really, was it? Let's face it. It was pretty crappy. It's drop kick, wasn't it, really? But it was effective, I suppose, if you look at it that way. As Pillman sending Owen Hart into the corner, spins him round. Into that tornado DDT. I must admit, the card for tonight's Impact, or last night's Impact pay-per-view, looks poor as hell. It really does. Yeah, I've got no interest in that whatsoever. There's not a single match on the Impact card that I would actually be interested in watching, so yeah, I'll be skipping that. Do apologise if you're an Impact fan, it just doesn't really jump out at me. As Owen Hart now taking Pillman down, looking to lock him in with a sharpshooter. He has him. Will Pillman be able to reach the ropes? Or no, he's going to have to tap, and Owen gets the victory via the sharpshooter on Brian Pillman. Big, big victory for Owen Hart. I say there's still... I feel like we're going to see a lot from Brian Pillman in this universe mode as well. Somebody I want to use quite a bit of. But tonight just wasn't his night, and as soon as you get locked into that sharpshooter, there's very little you can do. And all Pillman could do in the end was tap out. Victory then for Owen Hart. Maybe not the amazing match I was hoping for, but it wasn't bad. There was some fun in it. I'm sure we'll have some more fantastic matches moving forward. problem with this game. You can never really control it, can you? Why is that bigger than everything else? Can anyone answer that question? No. Yes? There we go. So one of the tabs on my rankings was just bigger than all the rest for no apparent reason. Right, great win then for Owen Hart. And here we go, the main event of the evening. Main event of the entire 3 days, really. Bruiser Brody versus Brodie Lee. I mean, for me, this is the main event of the entire 3 days, hence why it is the biggest match of the lot. Two fantastic stars. Both very similar old school styles. Both taken far too early from us, both for completely different reasons, though, of course. Unless you've been living under a rock in the wrestling community, you will know of the sad, unfortunate passing of Mr. Brodie Lee over the Christmas and New Year period. However, the Bruiser Brody one is one that I don't think a lot of people do know about. I mean, I never knew much about it until I watched Dark Side of the Ring last year. And it's insane. If you've not watched the Dark Side of the Ring documentary, it's on YouTube. Well, there's several of them, obviously, but if you watch the Bruiser Brody one, like me, you'll be sat there at the end going, how on earth has this happened? You'll be sat there thinking, how on earth has this man literally got away with the murder? I mean, he murdered Bruiser Brody in front of witnesses and still did not serve any prison time. It is the craziest story. So I definitely suggest you go and watch it yourselves. Really open your eyes to some of the weird and wonderful things that happen in wrestling. Now, there's also a big common misconception that Brodie Lee actually got his name from Bruiser Brody. I mean, I'm sure there was some influence there, of course, with the style and the look. But however, the name actually came from Brodie Lee's favourite film, which is Mallrats, where he combined the names of a couple of the characters / actors to basically come up with the name Brodie Lee. So that's where that came from. I mean, it's probably no coincidence that it is Brody and Bruiser Brody and that sort of stuff, but that's where it came from. As now this match goes into the crowd. Remember, this is Falls Count Anywhere. Oh, this is nice. I like this. We're getting proper Falls Count Anywhere now in the crowd. This is what I like to see. As they now get to this little back area, they battle away. What is Bruiser Brody's plan here? Dragging Brodie Lee along. Brody striking Bruiser Brody. I can't use the word Brody. There's too many Brodies. I've created myself some sort of Brody tongue twister now, haven't I? This is proper. This is what I want to see from these two. This is really what I want to see from these two, battling away in the crowd. This is exactly what I would hope to see if this match ever happened in real life, which is obviously not going to happen in real life now, but nice strike there by Brodie Lee, and the tear of them just, yeah, right in the middle. These guys that thought their seats weren't that great, they weren't completely at the front, all of a sudden have got front row seats for this battle. And it's Bruiser Brody who's dominating this striking battle now, and they're making their way right the way through that chunk of crowd. Oh, we're getting away towards some weapons here as well by the looks of it. And, oh no. Brodie Lee trying to fight back. Bruiser Brody with a back elbow, though, as we've got the camera stuck behind some of the lighting rigs here. There's a big uppercut. We've got caught in some sort of loop here now, haven't we? We're back and forth with the same attacks over and over again. There we go. We're free now from that crowd area. Bruiser Brody striking Brodie Lee. They're getting closer and closer. These tables and chairs and trash cans and all sorts in that corner. Nope, Brodie Lee fights him further away. They're going back and forth, these two. But I like the way they're fighting in the crowd. This is what I wanted to see from this match. I wanted to see proper brawling, around the arena and all sorts. That's why it's Falls Count Anywhere. That's the fun from it all. Big uppercut, and while Brody Lee flops over the top of the barricade back to the outside the ring. Big back elbow there by Brody Lee on Bruiser Brody, who's now busted open. And there is a Uranagi-style slam on the outside, followed by the knee drop, pinned by Bruiser Brody. And Brody, this could be enough, you know. I thought, oh, it's not, but it was close. Very, very close indeed. Bruiser Brody dropping another knee right into the face of Brody Lee. And look how much he has busted open now. This has got to be enough, surely. No, again. Brody Lee able to kick out. Bruiser Brody now bringing Brody Lee back up to a standing base and a big strike. Look at the crimson mask that Brody Lee is rocking as he gets thrown straight into the ring steps. This is brutality here by Brody, or Bruiser Brody on Brody Lee, should I say. Brody Lee able to fight Bruiser Brody away and then gets punched over the top of the barricade once again. And we're back in the crowd. And we're back in the arena. And we're back in the crowd. It seemed like Brody Lee was trying to go for a discus lariat then and got caught with a strike. As Bruiser Brody now dragging Brody Lee into this little corner area. There's some fun toys in that little corner area, isn't there? They've not made it there yet as they continue the strikes and the punches. Brody Lee fighting back with punches of his own. Bruiser Brody fights back with the elbow in the gut and a big strike again. And just look at that crimson mask. Brody Lee is really struggling here. Oh, a big slam. He's back caught the ring steps as well. I mean, look at Brody's fist. Bruiser Brody's fist, that is. They're crimson red with the blood of Mr. Brody Lee. I think this has got to be over now. There's no way Brody Lee can continue on, and he can't. And Bruiser Brody, wow, what a brutal, bloody battle that was. And I think Bruiser Brody busting Brody Lee open early on in this match was enough to secure the victory. I mean, if this match had gone a different way, if he'd not been busted open, if he'd not lost that liquid energy from the forehead, maybe Mr. Brody Lee could have picked up the victory. But Bruiser Brody is victorious here, and he will take all the plaudits tonight. And there we go, the end. That is the end of our Legends Never Die shows. I hope you have enjoyed them. Of course, we'll be crowning our first champion next weekend at our Battle of Los Angeles pay-per-view. However, I do intend to actually squeeze potentially another pay-per-view in the middle because of the current lockdown rules in the UK. I think we're going to try and squeeze in a lockdown pay-per-view. It depends how I'm looking time-wise, either way. But there we go. Victory then for Bruiser Brody in the main event of Legends Never Die. I hope you've enjoyed this 3-day show. If you have, hit the like, subscribe as well if you're not already. And I will see you again in a few days' time for our next SWE show. Well done, Bruiser Brody.